Guys, you can't have nothing with these cunts. No, I know it's there the day that another one is a wee cover that goes on over that there. On there, there's like that. It's a wee cover like that, right? See that? I noticed another one gone now. When I bought the car first, there was one gone of it. There was one missing, but now there's the second one gone now, and there's the other one gone now. They keep rubbing the covers off the handles, you know. Also, who do that and who do that and who do that? There's the proof for you there now. They're gone. Sure, I'm not going to rub the fucking things off my own car, am I? You know, in all fairness, this is just to seek it to get your stress out a bit more, or, you know, get your anxiety up a bit more, or, you know, just maybe freak you out a bit more. That's all they are. The watery old bastards that's out there, boy. These watery old cunts, boy, living at home with their mammy, you know, this 100 years, you know, but yet going out and causing organised stalking, harassment, psychological harassment, you know, on people, you know what I'm saying? And what's happening out there as well is these watery fuckers going about and causing all the shit of the day going on, you know what I'm saying? But then again, you know, these other crowd is relying on the likes of your good nature not to touch them or cut their throat or fucking, you know, assault them or maybe burn their houses or burn their cars. Rely on theirs good nature, not for them to do anything, retaliate or fight back or anything, you know what I'm saying? This is what they're relying on, you know. Just lay back and take it. Well, the 100,000 welcomes is coming to a fucking end. Let me tell you that. Very fucking shortly. As another thing too, I seen a video there, watching a video of somebody organised a march or something on the 26th or something this month or something, and now he's not going there. He's telling the people not to go to the fucking march or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Such a fucking wasters, boy. That's what's going on in this country here, you know. You're not bringing him by the hand to the fucking march, you know. If the people wants to go, they'll go in the matter about you. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying, oh, I don't. Look, I'm not saying anything. This is what the man said. Let him do whatever he wants to do. I'm not saying anything against him, you know, but if the people want to go, they'll go themselves. Don't be fucking, I don't know. It's another cowardly way of going. That's what it is. It's not right. It's not right. If you're going to organise a march, organise it and go to it. You know what I'm saying? But then don't cow out of it halfway there or quarter way there just because there was another attack up the road or whatever it was. You know. But then there was another boy said that he was going to get bed up with a lead baseball bat. I don't think I don't think this will stop the same boy. You know what I'm saying? But this is the scenario that they're playing out there, guys. These people is creating havoc, and there's always an incident every day. It doesn't matter whether it's major or small or whatever yet. But they're creating a scenario every day. An assault or a stabbing or a fight or a row or something every fucking day. And this is all organised. So it is. This is organised every day. And then what's this doing? Trying to induce the fear into the fucking Irish people. That's what all they're trying to do. And all it's about is control, money and power. That's exactly what it is. And you know, everybody knows out there that this is why the people were brought in here in the first place. But now we're climbing down. And this is what they want. They want the people inside. They want the people to control them. And they want them to go inside and stay in the houses and let the other crowd rack the whole place, burn the towns down and the whole lot. I don't know what to say, guys. It's not looking good at the minute, let me tell you that, for any fucking country or town that's in Ireland, I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. But this is the snaky ways they always had, the snaky old way going on, and you know they'll always stick by the boat. They'll just be a step inside the law the whole fucking time. You know what I'm saying? And you know, or should we told you and that was there and that was there, and it's, you know, it's all this is the fucking scenario they'll create. You know, that, you know, they'll always be just inside the law, you know. But as the fella says, they're making the bullets and they're getting these other cunts to fire them. That's exactly what's happening. You know, I'm relying on our good nature not to do anything about it, you know. That's it. That's exactly it, guys, you know. But the 100,000 Malcolms is coming to an end, you know. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I was in the park for a walk this morning, guys, right? I was coming out onto a junction. They'll always, you know, say if you're coming out here, they'll always meet with you at a junction or something like that. I was walking there. But I walked out and there was this wee boy with a red coat on him, a red jacket and a red pair of trousers. And, you know, this is the staggy colours the well, you know. German red or whatever the fuck it is. You know, he was there and he was on a wee bike and he was... The father was a couple of yards up past him, right? And he was looking down. And I come up round the corner, and he was sitting on the bike in the middle of the thing, anyhow. And he started shouting down something at me, anyhow, and I couldn't hear him. And I went on up, and he says, "I'm going to get a water pistol," he says, "tomorrow, and I'm going to shoot you in the head with the water pistol." You know. I says, "All right, go ahead," you know. And then he says, "Do you know what I'm going to do after that? I'm going to get there and I'm going to go like this here at you, you know." I said, "All right, Jesus Christ, that's awful, carry on," you know what I'm saying. The father stood there and he never says, "Mind your manners," you know, or whatever his name is, or whatever. "Mind your manners and don't be talking like that there." You know, at least when we were being brought up that age there, we had a bit of respect for our elders. I wasn't expecting any respect off the likes of that. You know what I'm saying? But this is the parents now that's allowing the children, that's getting them involved in this psychological harassment program. They're getting them in at that age there. You know, the youth of the day and all the rest of it has been brainwashed into this here, and even I'd say he wasn't more than 4 or 5 or 6 years of age on a bike, and this was the carry on. And the father never opened his mouth to him and says, "Mind your manners," or whatever it is, or, you know, "Don't be talking like that," or, you know what I'm saying. This is the kind of, I tell you, when I was growing up and I said something like that to a complete stranger, if my mother or father was going to be getting a boot in the hole or a slap in the back of the head or whatever it was, you know what I'm saying. But this is all the psychological, this is the whole scenario, guys. You know, this is the whole fucking psychological dumb-ass program that these people are allowing themselves to be brainwashed and told what to do and tell their kids what to do. And I seen it over there at the flats as well 3-4 years ago. The exact same. What they were at and what they weren't doing and the whole lot. You know, this... You know, who's the child? Is it the child? That's it. I had the two of them up here last month or whatever, or 2 months ago or whatever, doing the exact same thing. I'll go and jump in the lake and pull the rifle out of the fucking car. I'd put a bullet in your head. You know, this is the scenario with them, you know. But this young fella here the father allowing him to say and do whatever he wants. Now, what is he going to be like when he's 20 years of age or grows up when he's 20? You know, no control. No nothing, only pure absolute rubbish. You know, pure rubbish minded people, and it's not a bit of wonder that this all started since the Good Friday Agreement was signed. This paved the way for all these cunts down the lane to do whatever they fucking want and have no fear, and the other crowd protecting them. And this is the whole fucking scenario now. The whole thing's up in the air. They don't know a fuck whether they're coming or going or whatever the fuck it is. You know, it's all wrong. Society is all wrong, and the people's all wrong, and the whole thing's all corrupt from top to fucking bottom. You know, how long is that going to last? Or the kids involved in it. You know, you might think this is, oh, he's way cowped in the head and all the way. I'm not far from cowped in the head, guys. This is the scenario to play. This is the game to play, you know. Oh, I'm going to shoot you in the head with a water pistol, and I'm going to batter you up. You know, this, instead of the outfit saying it, because if the outfit started saying there was going to be a row, but if the child was saying, what are you going to do? You just listen to it and that's it. I tell him I was afraid. I was very afraid and not to do it. But this is like double entendres, all of that, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, your man was on the phone to eBay crowd last year, the year before. There were 6 eBay executives prosecuted for stalking and harassment, psychological harassment in America on some woman or something that was talking out about them, that had got bad dealings about it, and they went over and they stalked and harassed her for 6 months or whatever it was. They were all convicted of it. He was ringing up the reception on the phone, and everybody's tied up at the minute. This is the scenarios you get, you know. Or James had a shoot down the road. He'll be back in a minute. This is the fucking scenario that they play, you know. Double entendres, you know. Make you jump through hoops, or you know what I'm saying. But Paddy's not here. He had to shoot down to the shop or whatever it was. He'll be back. He'll give you a ring when he comes back. You'll be waiting tomorrow, the next day, and the day after before they ring you back. You know, this is the hoops you have to jump through, guys. You know. All right, guys. I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching, and everybody knows what's happening and what's going on out there. But they won't open their mouth and they won't stand up against corruption or nothing. Just, you know, there'll not be much of this country left any of the time they're finished, I'll tell you that. Right, guys, thanks for watching.